Hey, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about webhooks. Webhooks will allow you to basically get more information into your application when something happens on the bird side. So when you send an SMS or an email, for example, you get a 202 message accepted. But that's only the first state that your message can go through. It will be processing, it will be delivered, it might fail. For emails, you might get bounce rates, etc., etc. Now, instead of you having to ask for that information every single time, you can use webhooks to actually push that information into your application so that you can process that on your own site. So I've opened up our documentation and went into webhooks and events, and you can immediately see here that there is a few steps that we need to go through. First one is actually creating the endpoint, which is actually where we're going to be sending the data to. And then we're going to be submitting that into our workspace. So when we navigate into our application, we can find webhooks in the bottom left corner. And you can see I've already created up a webhook myself. When you create a webhook, there's a few events that you need. You need the endpoint URL, which is basically where Bird will point the updates to. You can give it a name, and then you can subscribe it to individual events. So these are the individual events that we will trigger on to send into your webhook. So if you have a specific flow for your domain suppressions and your domain events, you would only be passing the failed and verified domain, so that is the only update it will receive on that specific endpoint. Now, in the event that we add additional events to a specific webhook event, that won't be immediately added to any pre-registered webhooks. So that's something to keep in mind, is that we'll never update any settings on a webhook that's already created. Now, there's several events that we can go through. You've got email events, mailbox events, SMS events, voice call events, WhatsApp events. And then once your webhook is created, you'll receive a specific key, which will only show once, which you're going to need into your actual implementation. Now, for my specific use case, I've already set up a quick webhook example. These will go into just a simple webhook site for now, but here we can see all of the events that have been triggered on my current existing webhook. So in this case, we have an email first state being accepted. Then the moment it moved into process, it was received, and then we have the actual delivery state as well. And upon each of these statuses, I can then proceed to create automations on my site to help me improve the implementation of my website and the actual customer experience. That's webhooks in just 2 minutes. Happy sending.